I didn't finish what I wanted to do, and what I was trying to do this morning was to try and introduce you to the vocabulary of globalization, because some of you haven't started, and it was quite difficult having a group. Some people had started and some people hadn't, and I really wanted to introduce you to the vocabulary of globalization and some of the issues about how to write answers to questions. Now, in a sense, I give a little hint. Answering the question, if you look at the subject guide is quite extraordinary in the sense that the person who wrote it writes it very well in the style that we wanted. They give a statement, they give an explanation, and then they give an example. And that's how we want to do. And I gave you two questions this morning, or yesterday, whoever came up. I said, globalization is a myth, discuss. And I gave the different ways that globalization could be a myth. And then you could say how you could answer that question. All right. So in a sense now, I'm going to answer a question at the end. We're going to answer a question about, is the nation state dead? Now, you haven't done this. I know you haven't done this. Now, I was told that I was going to give two lectures, one following the other. And then only when I arrived, I was told, no, you're giving two same lectures. So I produced the work for you, so we're going to have a mixture of a lecture and a tutorial now. Is that okay? Sure? But I still want you to be in groups and discuss things. All right, let's look at the first one then. You probably can't see this, but I'm all assuming that you know about the bus fire in Little India, do you? All right, now here, what is the causal chain that could explain this result? The causal chain, if this happens, this happens, this happens, this happens. All right? So how can we explain the process? So let's look at it. Why has it happened? We take the example of the bus fire. But when some of you have been to my writing workshops, we talk about induction and deduction. Induction, we have an example, like the bus fire. How can we link that in various stages to globalization? How can we link kind of, so if you just talk in your groups now, just talk in your groups, how you could make the bus fire, not the actual fire, but the little riot that happens, and link that to globalization. How do you think you could do that? Right? In your groups. You understand what to do? See if you could make a chain. See if you can make a chain of reasoning. Right? You all know about the bus fire. You know about it. Yeah. So link it. At the end, you've got to. It's like one of those puzzles. How do you think what happened there to globalization? Right? See if you can do that. And then, if you could just write the points on the board. So I'll let you know who's going to do that. Yeah? You understand what you do? Just have an idea. What's it? The way of doing it is have an idea and decide where it's fitting. You've got to begin with that.
Is it what lead to what? What were the first starting factors that lead to the rise, and how it eventually to globalization?